Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you begin depending on someone else or trusting others' welcome to momentum surge without question, you essentially give away your own strength. Most people around you may have convinced you that life is a safe place to open up, trust others, and share your dreams, but that's a misconception. Let me explain. Trust is a tool, and if you don't handle it yourself, someone else will turn it against you. You might be wondering about your friends, family, or team. Sure, they may care about you and seem supportive, but when it's about survival, about winning or losing, there's really only one person who will always have your back, you. Because when things get tough, when everything is stripped away, people naturally become selfish. It's not pessimism, it's just the way it is, and deep down, you know it's true. Think about the last time you trusted someone completely. Did they show up as expected? Maybe once, maybe twice, but people are flawed, driven by their own fears and desires, shaped by their own limitations. So how can you trust a chain if one of its links is weak? You don't. You build your own. And before you start feeling sorry for yourself, remember, there's strength in what I'm saying, not just darkness. Realizing that you can only truly rely on yourself is not a burden. It's an advantage. It's the sharp clarity that cuts through distractions and helps you survive when others are lost in their illusions. People often talk about loyalty, wearing it like a badge, but loyalty only holds as long as the situation does. Once the situation changes, so does loyalty. The person who promised to stand by your side will disappear when things start going wrong, claiming it was never their fight. Don't be surprised when that happens, expect it. You've probably heard the phrase, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Wrong. Keep everyone at a distance. Observe, learn, stay alert. You're not paranoid, you're just prepared. Paranoia comes from fear. Preparation comes from awareness. This is how you win. This is how you ensure that when everything falls apart, you're still standing. And let me clarify, this doesn't mean pushing everyone away to be a cold, isolated person who trusts no one for no reason. It's about understanding human nature and playing the game with your eyes wide open. It's about knowing that you are in control of your own fate and the only one who can be trusted with your life's journey. Because at the end of the day, if you don't protect yourself, who will? The truth is no one will. Some may criticize you for this perspective, labeling you cynical or untrusting, but let them talk. Let them find comfort in false assurances while you stay awake at night, honing your skills and sharpening your instincts. Let them rely on luck and help from others while you build a fortress of self-reliance. When the storms hit, and they always do, you'll be the one standing strong while they scramble for safety. So, what do? You build a mind that's unbreakable. Trust your instincts more than the words of others. Observe, plan, and stay ahead. You read people like a book, not because you're heartless, but because you're wise. And wisdom in this world means recognizing that everyone has their breaking point, but not you. You've toughened yourself. You've learned that the only true loyalty is the loyalty you have to your own resolve. This is not a call for isolation. It's a call to become aware, to be relentless in your pursuit of independence, and never to let anyone have control over your destiny. You can collaborate, but always keep a piece of yourself locked away. That's the part no one can touch, your source of power. Trusting only yourself doesn't mean you'll never work with others. It means you always have a backup plan, an exit strategy, a safety net that only you control. When they falter, you won't. This is not arrogance. It's the realization that life is a battle. And in battle, you trust your own strength, your own mind, and your own decisions. Don't apologize for this mindset. Apologies are for the weak. You own this reality and its consequences. Embrace the hard truth that trusting no one but yourself doesn't isolate you. It empowers you. It's the understanding that you are enough, and your strength alone can weather any storm. When you internalize this, truly understand it, you become untouchable. No betrayal, no lie, no disappointment will ever catch you off guard. Trust yourself. Forge your own path. Keep your eyes open. And remember, in this life, it's better to stand alone in your truth than be surrounded by people who will deceive you when it serves them. This isn't just your story, this is your battlefield. Wake up and realize that every day is a war. Not the kind you read about in history books, but the daily grind that tests your limits. You against your weaker self, against the voices in your head telling you to give up. That's the real enemy. The goal isn't survival. Survival is the baseline. You don't win trophies for just getting by. Enough is a lie. Enough is surrender dressed up as comfort. You weren't made for enough. You were made to conquer, to rebuild and conquer again. Do you feel that ache inside? That's the price of being human. Pain is a constant companion. It won't leave when you cry, and it doesn't care if you beg. It's with you in your mind, your heart, your body. And guess what? It's not going anywhere. So you have two choices. Live with it, use it, or let it bury you. Stop hoping for peace. Stop dreaming of a utopia where battles end. You don't need peace. You need grit, scars, and a relentless rage that holds you up when the world tries to bring you down. You're here for the fight, and it's time you learn to embrace it. The reason you're stuck, the reason you're frustrated is because you keep looking for shortcuts. Stop. There's no shortcut in this war. No magic solution. No secret weapon. You want discipline? Build it. You want strength? Earn it. You want respect? Command it. Every step you take towards success will come from the sweat of your effort and the fire in your chest. You think you're working hard? Think again. Hard work is what you do when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, when your body is begging for rest and you tell it to keep going. Hard work becomes second nature if you live it. If you're not living it, you're faking it. You got excuses, right? You're too tired. Your life is too difficult. Your circumstances are unique. Let me stop you right there. Your excuses are just lies you've been telling yourself for years. Your pain isn't special. It's just another obstacle to overcome, just like everyone who came before you and refused to quit. What makes you so different? What makes you think you deserve a break? The truth is you don't want change enough. You want comfort. You want validation. You want someone to tell you it's enough, but it's not. You've only scratched the surface of your potential. That fear in your stomach, that self-doubt holding you back, it's lying to you. It tells you failure is fatal, but failure is the only way forward. You're not here to be comfortable. You're not here to be liked. You're here to fight a war that never ends. And to win it, you have to strip away the layers of weakness and face the raw, ugly truth of who you are right now. Then you rebuild, piece by brutal piece, because the war doesn't have a finish line. You don't get to clock out. Every day, you wake up and the fight begins again. Some days you win, some days you lose. But every day, you show up, because that's what warriors do. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't wait for motivation. They take the hit, get up, and keep going. You're not the only one fighting this battle. Everyone's fighting something, but most have surrendered to mediocrity. You don't get to. You want to know what winning feels like. It's not applause. It's not the spotlight. Winning is the quiet satisfaction of knowing you fought like hell today, even if no one noticed. It's the exhaustion that comes from giving everything you had. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No one's coming. This war is yours. Every setback, every scar is yours to overcome. And when you feel like giving up, remember this. The only way the war ends is if you let it. So what's it going to be? Will you let life break you down? Or will you rise, battered and bloodied, and fight like your existence depends on it? Because it does. This war is constant, and there's no escaping it. But within it, there's power. There's freedom. Once you stop running and start fighting, you become unstoppable. Get up. The war is never over, and neither are you. Today is not just another day. It's the day. The day you face yourself and stop lying. The day the monster inside you wakes up. Not someday. Today.